They told you America was built on freedom, but they never told you who paid the price. They praised the founding fathers, but hid the fact that many were slave owners. They celebrated the westward expansion, but erased the genocide behind it. These aren't conspiracy theories, they're facts, buried in plain sight, and today we're digging them up. We're taught that the founding fathers were heroes, visionaries, patriots. But here's what they left out. George Washington enslaved over 100 people. Thomas Jefferson, over 600, including Sally Hemings, who was just 14 when he began a relationship with her. Jefferson wrote, "All men are created equal," while denying freedom to the people he owned. This wasn't a contradiction. It was the foundation. America's revolution wasn't just about liberty. It was about protecting wealth, land, and power for the few. Manifest destiny. It sounded noble, a divine mission to expand west, but in reality, it was a license to kill. The Trail of Tears forced over 60,000 Native Americans from their homes. Thousands died from starvation, disease, and exposure. And in massacres like Sand Creek, U.S. troops murdered entire Native villages. Most were women and children. Treaties were signed and broken. Lands were promised and stolen. This wasn't expansion, it was ethnic cleansing. You think the government would never experiment on its own people? Think again. From 1932 to 1972, the Tuskegee syphilis study watched 600 black men slowly die, while being told they were receiving treatment. They weren't. They were being used. Then there was MKUltra, a CIA mind control project. They secretly drugged Americans with LSD, without consent. Victims included prisoners, students, even hospital patients. Most of the records were destroyed. The rest proved it all happened. They say America fights for freedom, but follow the money. The Iraq War cost over $2 trillion. Private military companies like Halliburton made billions. Many U.S. politicians had financial ties to those same companies. Thousands of American soldiers died. Hundreds of thousands of Iraqi civilians were killed. And oil giants profited, while the middle class collapsed. This wasn't defense. It was business. Think your school taught you the truth? Textbooks are written and approved by political committees. In some U.S. states, slavery has been reworded as involuntary relocation. Entire Native massacres are ignored. The Confederacy is still called Southern heritage. Colonization, painted as exploration. When those in power control the narrative, truth becomes optional, and generations grow up believing fiction. This isn't about tearing America down. It's about seeing it honestly, because if a nation can't admit its past, it can't build a just future. The story you were taught was only half the truth, but now you know more.